Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. And in this video, as you can see, we are playing Guildrun. I did a run of this a little bit ago while I was just checking it out and trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a little bit before I went to bed. And I just decided, you know what, I just want to play a little bit more of this, check it out a little bit more, try and get some more knowledge of the game before they officially release a time frame for the game's ultimate release. So yeah, as you can see from everybody talking about this game that has played this game, this is similar to your typical teamfight tactics. I know I just recently released a TFT video on this channel. If you guys have not done it already, go ahead, check it out. If you guys are TFT players and you guys are wanting to get to quite possibly your peak rank before set 17 is over and we get set 18, go ahead and check that video out. It's a little bit of a checklist that you guys can do whenever you get into games to figure out what comp you guys can play to practically guarantee at least a top 4 every single time. But yeah, but this game is pretty interesting to me because obviously it's a little bit different than obviously your typical shenanigans that we know from everything that we know about TFT, because there's differences in between this and other auto battlers like auto chess and TFT and whichever other I know there's like other ones I'm thinking of, I just can't remember the names, but this one in particular is definitely pretty interesting. So without further ado, there's all of these characters here. Some of them are locked because you have to level up to unlock them. At least in this beta so far, we have just unlocked Tilly after the last game that I just played. So that's going to be pretty interesting to try and check out everything in this particular game. So as you can see, there's mastery trophies. Earn a trophy for winning with each B rank specialization. And yeah, so every character has a has like multiple options for abilities and whatnot whenever you upgrade them. And yeah, so in this case here, you have obviously Arya, who is a mage that does frost and burn, but there is obviously different abilities here, as you can see. So as you can see, mastery available and mastery available. And I don't know what happens if you get all the mastery on a hero, but what does happen here is that you see that these 3 options are practically the options that you get whenever you upgrade a character to B tier. And also, as you can see, their visuals kind of change as well whenever you upgrade them. So it's pretty cool. But here, this character has their active ability that they get whenever you first unlock them, which they'll be at a C tier for the most basic ability. So practically kind of like your equivalent to your 1-star on TFT. But here, Requiem Barrage, it's an energy beam. It deals damage, inflicts frost and burn, which is pretty cool. But your B rank ability here can change the way that the character plays completely, or how you play the character completely. So for an example, it says Requiem Barrage shields heroes, which is awesome, and then they also gain the Mystic class and 4 mana regen, which is pretty cool. So I definitely do like this concept here, because the Requiem Barrage, the beam obviously pierces through and just goes through a line, and if it hits enemies, it, you know, kills them, does whatever, or it doesn't really kill them, but it hits enemies, deals damage, frost and burn afflictions. But apparently with this one, you can also shield your teammates as well, which would be really, really good for just getting that extra little bit of boost to your front line. So that would be kind of like the situation here where you kind of want to have as much mana regen as possible, so then you can just keep dishing out damage, inflicting your debuffs, and then getting the shields on your teammates. So that's kind of like the situation there. But then there's also crescendo, on stall, which stall means like how much time in the fight. Trigger permanently, on stall trigger permanently gain 3 magic. After stall, 20, 40, 60 gain plus 50% magic and increase the duration of Requiem Barrage by 1 second. So yeah, pretty cool stuff there. And then obviously the one that I used in the last game, mages inflict 20 more debuffs, and then backup, which means that backup abilities will also work in the reserve. So even if they're not on the battlefield, so on the bench, these abilities will also work, which is why I use this. Not only because of that, but also because like literally I had mages out there. Arya inflicts additional 50% more debuffs, which is really, really cool. So that's what I did there. Really, really good. I definitely think is a really interesting character. But as you can see, there is like tons of things here. There is obviously tons of different class upgrades and whatnot for specific classes and whatnot. So you can see like the mages here, all kinds of different things for mages in particular. So really cool. I'm excited to try this out here. Ooh, interesting. So base, play without difficulty modifiers. Just take 10% max HP damage at the start of each combat. Endless mode, score bonus +2. Pretty interesting. I would go ahead and do C, but I kind of just want to play and kind of figure out some more things with the game before I go to the C tier upgrades and whatnot. So here's this talking about you know, the guild and whatnot. Cool. So we get to choose our first hero. We do have a mage crit. We also have Arya here, who I was talking about. Then there's also Tilly, who is new shards, the currency used to purchase upgrades from the shop here. Gains 6 attack speed and 5 every 25 autos. You gain 2 shards, and that also increases with level. So that's pretty interesting. But you can also click on the question mark icon to take a look at all the characters, and you can also see their B rank abilities as well. Pretty cool stuff. But we also have Ratna here as well, which is pretty cool. But Arya, I feel like is just really, really good personally, so I'm just gonna go with Arya here. Very, very strong character. Yes, I know. I already have it set to a little bit faster because I don't want it to be extremely fast. I still want to pay attention to all this here. And there you have it. You're getting 15 here. This character is on sale. They are a duelist Frost, which definitely works out in our favor a little bit. But we also do have this tank here. And then we also have Tilly here as well. I think one thing I am gonna do is obviously do this so I can get something going here. I'm also gonna buy a tank real quick. We have 10 more, so I'm just gonna do possibly this just because I can. A gift for your newly formed guild. Shards, items, stat booster. I'm gonna do shards. Shards are very, very important. I mean, just like how gold is also very, very important as well in TFT. So
with me.
This guy's doing poison. When auto attacked after stall, deal 2 magic damage and inflict 1 poison. So he kind of scales with defense and magic damage. Gain 62 attack, scaling on health. Whenever rip or an enemy adjacent to him first starts roll low, 50% max HP, refresh all of his rush abilities and gain 25 attack speed. Okay, we got another mage here with Ratna. We could do that. Inflict 750 debuffs, which would be super easy. We're just gonna do that for now, and yeah. The etched path, get relics or items in the future, gain an item. Get relics or items in the future. Or just getting straight up an item. Get Tank's medallion. I do kind of like that. Order counts as a mystic. I do kind of like that because his ability, his poison scales. So I kind of like that. But this right here is going to be so good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for now. Because that's just going to be so good. And that poison damage stacking on that back line is really good here. That damage, and let's go. Frost and Shield. This would be really good. I definitely do like the idea of that. 3 or more heroes that do not share a class in play.
I prefer teams with clear roles. Your guild qualifies.
I'm gonna do that for now, just to give him some more HP. We're gonna do a regular encounter. But we have 3 different classes because we have a mage, a tank, and a mystic. We're gonna do that because he's gonna pull the furthest enemy to the plane monster, deal 271 damage to it. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have her here. Yep, and he created the blizzard, which is good. This is not looking good because I'm massively poisoned. But we should be able to win this here. With that shielding, and we did it. Each second inflict 2 frost based on mana regen. You can deal 10 damage to enemies inside the blizzard shield. Heroes inside it for 10. Scaling off of magic damage. And then there's our upgrade to Arya here, where I'm going to utilize that mystic upgrade that I was talking about before. So now we do have a mystic. Have a mystic upgrade here. And then 25. Heroes gain 2 crit. That's kind of crazy. I'm trying to think here, because this would be really, really good. Oh yeah, look at that.
With me.
So this guy would be really, really good for doing we're doing like a crit build with like duelists and everything. Heroes gaining lasting 33% max HP shield. Is this obviously we need to put that on him, so then we can scale his ability here for poison. Don't really think there's anybody else too crazy, because it's like we had like I don't know the different buffs that we get here. Like I just don't know if there's a way to really see the what I get for having multiple of one class.
I'll run with your guild. Just don't try to leash me.
Campfire real quick. I want to rank up my front line.
I'm getting harder to ignore, aren't I?
Taunt all enemies, gain 19 shields per stall triggered this game. After 5 seconds, deal damage to all enemies targeting, scoring equal to 50% of his remaining shield. Whenever Screen inflicts poison, he inflicts an equal amount of frost, which I think would be really, really good. Whenever Screen inflicts frost, he gains 10 shields, scaling off of level, rank. At the start, for each tank in combat, inflict 15 poison on all enemies and give 15 defense to all heroes. So we would need, like for this ability, this is kind of like one of those passive abilities where you would want him to have like multiple tanks out there and have him kind of be like the main leading tank. But I think this one's really good because of frost. Because it does go really well with all of our other stuff here. Alright, let's go. Because I thought this ability... Because apparently we're still getting shield on everybody around. So it's not just the ones that are like hitting. So it's like because Gustav is also getting a shield. This is pretty interesting. A lot of shield, a lot of poison here, and a lot of frost. We're also gaining, or at least like burning a little bit as well. But we are able to keep Scorn pretty healthy there. 16,500 total shielding and healing. Yeesh. That's kind of correct. That's kind of good. Also have an assassin. Now we have like 2 mages. We have 2 mages, 2 mystic, and a tank. What is their backup ability? Rush abilities last 3 seconds longer. I don't think anybody has rush. I kind of like what we got there. These guys are going to jump into the back line.
Slow it down.
With me!
Look at that shielding. The shielding is crazy, man. The shielding keeping this guy alive, Funk. Okay. Just keeping him alive at least. He does burn, so that's pretty good. He was like my main guy last game that I played. Mage Warrior's pretty interesting here. That does frost as well. Do that so I can get some more shards. I'll re-roll here. There's another tank. Or I guess a Vanguard, not a tank. Tilly here. He only sells for 9. That'll give me 16. And then I can ring out somebody else, but nobody else gets me anything. Yeah. This is really, really good. I just kind of have to do it. Similar thing the last time, so this is what we're just gonna do here.
Here it comes. Goodbye.
And Funk died. But look at that, we're keeping him alive. That's all that really matters. Very, very strong there. But we do have this inflict 200 frost, which I'll do that for now because I'm gonna do this and that because it's defense and magic, and that's what we like to see. We're gonna reroll here. No other tanks. This is also really good. Oh, this is also pretty good. Common relic. Apply 2,500 shield. That's just going to be like instantaneously. Heroes gain 30 magic and 50, or 30 magic and 30 attack. Star in combat. No heroes in combat share a class. Well, I mean, we all share a class. This is an A rank here. And that's a mystic. At the start of combat, heroes gain 127 max HP for Typhoon stack. Interesting. I'm just gonna go. I don't need a relic. I have like so many relics that are good right now. Oh, there's already done. Look at all this. Oh my goodness. Look at all the shielding. Look at all the shielding. And the frost. How much frost has he inflicted so far? 132. Not bad. Here's another tank here. Mystics gain 4 mana regen.
Happy to help.
Yeah, this is cracked. Our Arya is just kind of cracked. Is there another Arya here? No, no Arya, but this is really good. Mystic. They gain 2 magic per type of debuff. Magic equal to 50%. Yep, like that. I mean, we kind of have to do that, really. We're going to pull... This is fine. Oh my goodness. Look at Arya. It's just not fair. It's not fair. Holy man. This is just completely not fair at all. We have Kai. Kai was pretty good last time I used him. There's an Arya though, but we need more shards to buy. And there's an S-rated Philly as well. But we are going to freeze the shop here because we need to get that Arya upgraded. So that's what we're going to do. Rematch. Rare relic. I don't really care for a relic. We have already really good relics. Generate 25 shards. Getting crit 500 shields. I don't really care about all that. Because I already gained like so many good shields. There's no point in this fight because it's like gonna pull do this here. Now burn goes crazy. That 4K shield going crazy.
Slow it down.
Absolutely nutty. Get that Arya upgrade now. And starter combat at this hero is in the front row. I don't like that at all. Starter combat this hero is alone in the back 2 rows. Don't really care too much about that. On cast, give the lowest percent health hero 482 shield. Uncast, gain 1 mana regen for each type of debuff. Well, if it's only one type, it'll be like 3 types. There'll be 3 mana regen, but I don't really care about all that because I can do this and gain even more shield. I feel like the shield is just kind of cracked at the moment, which is why we should just be relying on that. Each second there's a tank combat, heroes gain 1 defense. Yes. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Rank up a B rank or lower hero. Gustav is a C rank. Get Gustav upgraded. At the start of combat, spend 4 shards to give Gustav an investment. Give all heroes 2 mana regen per investment. Your 5 investments, gain 30 shards. Gain the tank class of 50 defense. Blizzard applies. Wow, okay. So it becomes a tank? $30 more shields. One casking, 1 shard. Yeah. Like, these are kind of insane, not gonna lie. Every 5 investments, so that's what, every 20? And you gain like a 10, yeah. Because it's literally what it is. It's an investment. Because you spend 20 to get 30, and then it's practically a 10 shard profit. And that's kind of cracked. So it's literally an investment. So then it's like right now, if I wanted to, I can spend, or because it says like at the start of combat, spend 4 shards. So that means you would have to do it like every 5 turns. So it's like every 5 turns, then it gives you 30. That's way better in like the early game. I'm gonna do that because it gives a tank boost to everybody as well. Okay, that didn't work out as planned, but it worked. It worked at the beginning. So there you have it. So that's practically the full completed run. So yeah, so after this, there is like practically like no let me see what we have here. There's practically like no actual like shops or anything after this point, as far as I'm aware. It's just like endless. You just go until you lose. I'll
run with your guild. Just don't try to leash me.
Trigger stall. Max HP and give them 100 mana. That's really, really good for him. There's another rank A upgrade. On auto attack or when auto attacked, the enemy has burned, gain 1 HP per second. Last time goes below 50%. That's good. That's also good. I mean, both of these are good because I have Scorn. I believe is his name. Yeah, I have Scorn that does poison, but also does frost. But it's like, I feel like poison would be really, really good. Tanks gain 33% defense against damage from enemies with poison. Yeah, and as you can see, I can't freeze the shot because there is no shot, but this would have been really, really good. Whenever a hero inflicts burn, also inflict 50% of the burn applied as frost, and then, you know, vice versa, which would be really, really good because Arya is pretty much a frost and burn, so you're kind of just getting best of both worlds there.
With me!
Slow it down.
With me!
That stun is kind of crazy. And so we didn't really get to do much there because we just were not doing enough damage, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, I mean, it was a good idea, good concept, whatever. Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely insane. Then we just go on out of here, and then you have kind of like the tourist here because they didn't really do too much. I feel like it was a good idea with Gustav, but maybe there's like a better placement for him. Maybe second row behind everybody else. I don't know. The Spearhead, best battle damage, 82.7k. Best auto hit, 481. But crit damage, 107.8 thousand with 150k ability damage. I feel like Arya was kind of cracked in that game, or at least in that run. Kind of crazy, but yeah, you can hit the summary here as well to like really see all of the abilities that you had for every character. I feel like Scorn not being able to get upgraded to an A kind of really messed with us a bit, and maybe tank wasn't really the right move for Gustav. I definitely do like the concept and the idea, so I mean, it was definitely something to try out for sure. And then Rowan might not be the best tank personally, although he does give the 33% extra defense against enemies with poison. So yeah, I mean, perhaps obviously when the full game is out and everything, and when we're actually, you know, able to do more and more, because obviously this is like endless mode. There's only 2 acts in the demo currently, so we have the two acts there, and then you go into endless mode. So obviously when there's like a little bit more when the game comes out, then obviously getting to like S ranks on like every single one of your characters is going to be a little bit easier and whatnot. But this is yeah, I mean, this is like a lot of fun. I definitely do like this game. If you guys like this game as well, and as we level up here, we gained some extra relics and a couple items here. Trigger safeguard activation on stall or rush trigger. Give heroes a lasting 10% max HP shield and 2 mana regen. Every other stall triggers gain 1 shard. Every other rush trigger gain 1 shard. Interesting. And then trigger synchrony activator. Every 3 stall triggers stun all enemies for 2 seconds. Every 3 rush triggers stun all enemies. Pretty cool. 45 defense, 40 magic. Holder stall abilities trigger 12 seconds sooner. That's kind of crazy. 300 max HP, 40 attack. Holder gains 1 attack and 8 max HP per rush trigger this game. Kind of crazy. There's like a lot of different, you know, characters and whatnot here. And obviously like different characters. I like, obviously when the full game comes out, there's probably going to be even more characters and some more items and whatnot to go alongside with these to go alongside these characters that they're adding in. Interesting. So then we get a boss token here. Spend them at the start of each run to bundle your starting hero troops with a powerful bonus. Interesting. I definitely do like this. There is like a lot of like cool things here. Some different. That's an assassin tank. Because then we also have a duelist warrior. This character is just a regular vanguard, just a standard vanguard. Interesting. Yeah, this character is definitely, or like these characters are pretty interesting, but this game itself is also pretty fun. So that's going to be it for me. Hope that you guys enjoyed this little video on me checking this out for like my second run ever. Obviously my first run was just me checking it out to see what it was all about and whatnot. There's still like a lot of just like theory crafting and build crafting going on currently. You know, try to mix and match and all that stuff. Obviously I had the frost and the burn, as well as, you know, the poison from my front line and all that stuff. So yeah, a lot of interesting shenanigans happening there, especially with like the shields and whatnot. So a lot of different characters that we still have yet to try out. So maybe if you guys are interested, I'll check out more of this game. If you guys are interested in seeing me play some more of this and to try out some other different characters, or perhaps, you know, out of all these characters that are unlocked here, if there's like a specific character you want me to like try out and see if I can build a comp around them, let me know. Perhaps we can do like a Tilly run where we do something with shard generation and stuff like that. So then we can just always have like shards to be able to use on everything. Or maybe Ming, because I do believe he's like a inflicting burn kind of like character. So then we can do kind of like a burn build, kind of like what I did in my first run with Funk here, because he also does burn, and then Arya also does burn. So perhaps maybe there is some room to do something like that with Ming. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think though. Comment some ideas if you guys want to see me do anything in particular with some characters or specific, you know, comps and whatnot. Let me know. But anyway, that's it for me. I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.